Okay, so here's for a update on what is going on with Mew. So at the moment I'm making all my clothes half price, 50% off, and I'm going to keep them at those prices. The reason why I'm doing this is because my original business plan was to make a collection, sell that, have the money to buy the new collection and continue on and hopefully grow. Clearly that's not working. As a business structure, that's just not going to work. It's not going to happen. That's okay. So I'm going in a completely new direction with Mew, and basically what I want to do is I want to see these tracksuits out in the collective. I want people to love them, appreciate them, and I'd like to take the money that I make selling them, instead of paying off my debts, I'm going to hold off on that because I'm living at mum and dad's now, so I can afford to kind of take that pressure off me, and I want to invest it in this new direction I'm going in. I've got all these new ideas and I really just want to go for it. So what Mew's been kind of happening is I kind of feel like I've been trying to balance my head and my heart a little bit. Obviously this is a business, so I have to have the head aspect, but I think I've been trying to balance my love for fashion and sewing and stuff like that for my having to be very business minded, which I wouldn't say I'm innately very business minded. So I think how I've been going so far has been trying to balance that. That's not working. So I'm using this opportunity and this timing to really just go balls to the walls with my heart and just really make it about the creativity and really just make it about what I get off on and what I'm inspired about and the art of it and my style and things that just make me feel so alive, and just focus on that. And I'm just going to hope and just have faith that it's going to work out. The more that I kind of show my style and what I can do, that I don't know what will happen in the future. Either I'll grow a following, or maybe an investor will come along. I'm not sure. But right now I'm focusing all about the art and what I want to do and what I can do. So I want to get the prices that I had the tracksuits at, I had to sell them at those prices for it to be able to be something that I could live off. It's clearly not working. So that's why I've kind of given up on that idea, and which is why I just want to be able to sell the tracksuits. And I know a lot of people have been wanting to buy the tracksuits, but they're just been out of their price range. It hasn't been cheap for me to make these clothes. One hoodie cost me about $25 to make, which doesn't even include the overheads, everything I've invested, all my time, etc. So yeah, so I'm really excited going forward with Mew. I'm going to focus more on one-off pieces. So there's a lot of designs I have that I'll kind of make one-off, and if people like it then they can pay for it. It will be a bit more expensive, but hopefully that's not for too long. I'm also going to really invest in the puffer jackets, the sleeping bag puffer jackets. There's been a few kind of hiccups and turns I've had to make to be able to do this, because there's been a few things with licensing laws and also the fabric themselves and problems with my machine. I figured out the exact type that I can make, and I've got it now. I've got this hands down, so I'm really excited because they're quite easy for me to make as well on my machine. So I'm going to have a lot more sleeping bag jackets, and I'm going to focus more on pieces like the PlayStation bag and any other ideas that come through me. So that's my direction going with Mew. I want to do an honest product review as well of the Rugrat collection. So this is the hood. So this is $50 now. This is so comfortable. It's so warm. The quality is really good. I love the corduroy across here. I would say wear it as a little bit oversized. So if you're a girl, I wear the XL because I like it really big and baggy. The crop hood is $35. So you literally can't even compare these prices to Cotton On and that. This is so cheap, and especially for the quality and the design. There's corduroy under here, which I'm obsessed with. I am a size 10, 12 on top, ladies, and I wear a medium to fit me across my waist. But I actually have been loving the XL because it sits longer around my hips. I really love that length. These are the shorts. These are $20. I just highly recommend these because they're just so fucking comfortable. I think everyone should have a pair of shorts like these. Tracky shorts are just so good. They've got good pockets. The same with the pant pockets especially. They're so deep. You know when you sit in the car and your phone falls out of your pocket, and then you're trying to get it out the side, and then you got to go out around the back and move the seat. No, that's not going to happen with these pockets. They're so good. They're practical. They've got pockets in the back too. These are just so comfy. So I'm a 10 on ladies bottoms, and I wear a medium, and that's a comfortable medium. It's tight. The last is the pants. So these are $30. These are designed to actually be worn with the hood. You obviously don't have to, but the way that it cuts across down here on the angle. My issue with these pants, like to be honest, is that they're quite long. They're longer than I designed them to be. It was a manufacturing error, but I approved the sample before I saw it, so it was my fault. But my advice is like, if you're someone who's quite short, you might not like them unless you can fit into the smaller sizes. I'm really sorry. If you're tossing up between two sizes, then I would say go the smaller size. I'm quite tall and I wear the medium and the large, and like they're fine on me. They're longer than I wanted them to be, but yeah, that's just the truth. Like, like if you're someone who would usually fit like an L or XL and you're quite short, I'm sorry, but you might not like them. It's really important for me for my clothes to always be like inclusive for everybody, whether it be like gender, size. I'm personally someone who struggled in my past with body image issues, so I don't want to, like, yeah, I really don't want to perpetuate that feeling. My sizes have only gone up to an XL, and that's something that I definitely want to change in the future, and something that I wanted to grow as a brand, like as I grew to like have more sizes. So that is what's going to happen going forward. I also really want to show you guys like the original Rugrat collection. So like last year I made like 5 collections, and the Rugrat collection was my favorite. So this is the one that I chose to get manufactured. So this is the original Rugrat crop. Sorry, not crop, like crew. So the corduroy around the back there, like I absolutely love this. This was the original crop. So there's some corduroy across here, and I used blue. These are all just fabrics I got from like Spotlight. And this is the original tracksuit, the one that like I've got like made off. So I actually, to be honest, think I prefer the original better. I think I like just like that this pattern like contrasts more with the black. I couldn't use this pattern because it like didn't belong to me, so I had to design my own, which I like made on like Microsoft Paint and like added Mew in and stuff. And that's the one that's on the clothes. So yeah, so this is the original one. So that's just a little bit of like background history on like where I've started from, and like where these like collections and pieces started from, and what my influences have been. So yeah, that's a little bit of that. I really hope that you guys like the like track series. I'm hoping that people just really love them, and I hope in the future that I can make some more pieces. I might just get like 50 of like one certain type of jumper that I like made, and then like sell, yeah, like one at a time, like per unit. Also, I have been feeling guilty about the fact that these tracksuits are not very sustainable. I've spoken about this a lot. Before I even kind of focused on upcycling the sleeping bags, I focused on, I disclaimed like these aren't very sustainable. And like where I'm at with sustainability is, my idea has always been to, as I grow as a business, make the choices to become more sustainable as I can afford them. For example, the first set was going to go from using polyester cotton to cotton. There is a lot that goes into making clothes sustainable, and I don't think the average person has any idea, really. I think even people who are cautious of it don't even actually really know what goes into making clothes sustainable. Unless you bought the clothes secondhand and upcycled it, it has to be basically like organic linen or organic hemp for it to be like sustainable, because you have to think about like the crops that are used to make the fabric, how much water they use, the energy used to transport these products, the ethics of the manufacturing process and the people involved. And what I hope to do is, as I grew as a business, I plan on taking me global. I plan on making it to the top. No apologies. So my plan was, when I got to that level, is that I would be able to like oversee the entire process from crops to like production myself, and make sure that everything was 100% sustainable the whole way down the line. And then I wanted to make these clothes the same price as like they are now. Obviously, I would take a massive profit here. I don't know all the numbers of what it would turn out to be. If I broke even, I would be happy with that, because to me, it's not about the money. It would be about setting standard in the industry, whereby all other big brands like Nike would be forced to follow suit. Because the truth is, we don't need more clothes in the world, but we do need something to be done about the environmental impact of the textile industry, which is one of the biggest polluters in the world. So this was my long-term plan with Mew. yeah, like let's see what happens. But it is cool that I get to focus on like upcycling the jackets and upcycling more in general is something I'm going to focus on and creating cool content. But it's also been really cool. A lot of my followers that have like come to me that I don't know have been like really into upcycling and sustainable fashion, and it's been really inspiring for me to really prioritize that, which has been on my mind, but to be honest, like the fashion has been my priority, and now it's something that is definitely becoming more of a priority. So yeah, that's just a little bit on that. 50% off, enjoy. And how's this outfit?